manufacturing and industrial design, which is the next building over. We have historically in Ventura County had such a wide range of industries, which has been a real positive aspect of the county. When some industries are really booming, other industries are slowing down, and so we tend to have more even in the manufacturing fields, more even employment and opportunities that way. Plus the increase in high-tech industries as companies find Southern California a nice place to locate. They find Ventura County a spectacular place to locate, and so we want to continue that, that direction as well. We teach a wide range of courses here, teaching basic manufacturing processes and then some entry-level skills for specific job opportunities, all the way through to 3D printing, which has been in the news. We've been doing 3D printing here at VC for almost 10 years, but it's been in the news more and more lately, as well as traditional computer-aided design and computer-aided manufacturing. In the 80s, we jumped on the robotics bandwagon, and then the companies that were supporting us gave us their robots and got out of it, so we ended up realizing that was going to be a future endeavor. And that's starting to come back more and more, so we may look at that as an opportunity as well. Being asked by Bill at a meeting a few years ago to investigate the possibility of a biotech alliance or a biotech certificate was pretty exciting. Took a tour of his shop, and I'd been in shops in Santa Barbara that are in the bio fields, implements, things, not bodies as we just watched across the street, but tools, the tools of the trade. Years and years ago, we saw these companies arriving in Santa Barbara, Goleta, Camarillo, of course, in the East County, and the emphasis wasn't on the implements at that time. And so as Bill approached Subhash and myself, we realized there really is a place for the implement design and the technology aspect of manufacturing. So brand new certificate this year. We just kind of were congratulated for being so forward thinking. Never happened to me before, but that was kind of a funny thing to have happen. But we're really happy to have this new connection. I've always been a person that tried to stay away from the silo mentality. When I came here in the 80s, I started teaching in this lab, and I moved directly into the drafting design program, recognizing the relationship between the two. We're connected to the welding, we're connected to the automotive departments, and we have to realize that in our business, there are many, many job titles. In a company that has manufacturing as its core, there, for every person standing at a machine, there's going to be 2 or 3 doing an office type of work that needs an understanding of manufacturing, yet their focus is going to be more on the business side of things, or sales, or repair and maintenance, or HR. So there's a lot of opportunities for young people, and we recognize that there's a whole business out there in biotech. My program, before I turn it over to Subhash, my program offers 3 classes in the biotech certificate. We have an introductory course which introduces students to tools and the processes, and we are very process-oriented in this room. I have a table filled with little things that the students produce from time to time. A lot of education is focused on the thing, the test, the whatever it is. We're interested here in process, understanding process. But for a student to be happy, they need to leave with the thing. They want to take something home and show their family, show this is what I did today at school. We learned that in kindergarten, right? You take something home, it goes on the refrigerator, everybody's excited. So we do that, but we're really focused on process. And it's difficult for me at times to get students to recognize I'm not interested in the thing. I'm interested in watching you and helping you develop along the process to get the thing. If I'm doing my job, if manufacturing is doing their job, the process will give us the thing. But we have to learn to follow the process. Okay? So that's our approach. The second class we offer is a processes class, and we talk about hot metals. I've got some sample examples over here of hot metal work, We do metals treatment, we do a little bit of sheet metal, we do plastics and non-metals, we talk about joinery, we talk about computer-aided design, we talk about, what else do we talk about in there? We talk about basic STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math. How do all of those things arrange themselves in a manufacturing environment? So we recognize the opportunities in other fields as well. The third class that we offer in the certificate is based on these computerized machines. And automation has made America a very powerful California is the largest, and Los Angeles area is the largest manufacturing center in the United States. You may have seen the LA Times this weekend had a big article about manufacturing in Southern California. And biotech from Santa Barbara, and Subhash can expand on that, from Santa Barbara all the way down to San Diego, one of the largest biotech centers in the world. And so we're right there. We're just doing, I think, what we should be doing, processes, automation, developing interest in our students, having them understand the opportunities that are there for them. I beg my students to go home at night and teach someone at home what we talked about. Go home and talk about this process. Tell them what you did today at school. For one reason, I want them to reinforce it. The other is I want them to expand. You know, it's sort of like sending those kids in church. Go out there and talk to your friends. And it's like the Church of Scott here. We're trying to get people to go out and expand the information that there are opportunities in Ventura County in manufacturing. So, we fix stuff. I always end my little talks with this. I'm here almost all day, every day. If something at home breaks and you need it repaired, we've even repaired a couple of vacuum cleaners in the past, so by all means stop in and say hello anytime you're in the area. We're glad to visit with you. Now I'd like to turn this over to Subhash, and he'll talk a little bit about the Moore Park side of the certificate.
Thanks a lot, Scott. I'm recovering from a cold, so I'll try my best to get over to you over there. So my name is Subhash Karkare, and I teach biotechnology at Moore Park College. Now, as you know, Moore Park already has a well-established biotech program where we offer an associate's degree and two certificates for people who want to go and work in industry like companies like Amgen and Baxter. So we have had that program for since 1994, and recently when I went to Bill's manufacturing subcommittee meeting at the Workforce Investment Board, he was talking about how the biomedical device industry needs more and more skilled personnel who know manufacturing techniques, which is machining and manufacturing processes, etc. But a particular characteristic of the medical device industry is that they need skills to work in clean areas, clean rooms. They also need knowledge about quality control and validation. They also need knowledge about the regulations from the FDA. And these skills are already taught at Moore Park College in our biotech program. So we thought, wouldn't it be nice if we could offer a certificate that provides people skills in manufacturing as well as the regulatory side of it and clean room behavior. So this is how the certificate, the idea for the certificate came along, and I think it really bodes well for the industry in this area if we can train people to do those things. So that's so if you are ever in Moore Park College, we have a really nice facility where we train people in these skills. So feel free to drop by.
One last point. We are developing, of course, pathways, and that's why we're here today. And we want to reach down, oops, I'm on the camera. We want to reach down to as deep into the education family as we can. Fourth graders, first graders, second graders. You know, Ventura County was built on agriculture and oil. And at one time, I believe, most of the families in Ventura County were connected to agriculture and oil. So you knew what your dad did or your mom did, or you knew what your family was all about. the county has changed to the point, such a wide range of industries, a wide range of opportunities, that kids don't have the same connection to work and careers that they had back in the day. And so we need to develop that. We need to make people understand that there are opportunities there. When we visit I always recognize when we visit our sports stadiums, we see the names of companies and the supporters of that. We've tried to do that in here. We have banners around the companies that support us, and it gives name recognition to those local businesses. So if you're in business and you're wondering, why can't I find good people, go to the high school and get a banner up. Go to the community college, I'll put a banner up. I don't care, I'm not proud. I'll put a banner up for anybody, happy to do it. And that has people that develop a name recognition with that. Most manufacturing companies do not advertise on TV. Every kid knows what a BMW car is, or a special motorcycle or something. We need to do that. We need to be out there in manufacturing. We need to get people to understand that we are right down the street and that there's a great future for you. So that's our connection.
I also forgot to mention, talking about pathways, our biotech program, we have also tried to articulate with high schools in the area. So Darcy Duffy's biotech program, we have articulated with them, so students from her class can come into our biotech program already with credit for one of the courses. Similarly, we have articulation with Julie Pugh, she's around here.